A lot of people have also asked me what I think the price of XRP will be. I believe this is the first time I'll say it, but I believe that XRP will reach $1,000 by 2030. I mean, it's a really important project and thing to do for me. $1,000 in XRP by the year 2030. Yes, you heard that right. This isn't a dream being shown live on TV. Okay. On the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, $1,000 for every XRP. What do we talk about? Yes, people are finally starting to understand that XRP needs to be very expensive in order for it to work. I think something is pretty much dead if it's not selling for a lot of money. So XRP is in the dark world right now. Is there someone or something that needs to reach out and help XRP go up to heaven? Now, it's possible because Michael Saylor thinks Bitcoin will hit $13 million soon, and Grok thinks I can expect each Bitcoin to be worth $25 million in 2046. Thanks to institutional usage and supply limits, it's possible. XRP can do it if Bitcoin can. Guys, it only takes one coin to make it work. The others will follow. Here is some money advice. Think that XRP would be worth $1,000 or $2,000 right after the crash. The question is, when will it all fall apart? I believe next year. We'll see. A number of analysts in the XRP community have come up with the following goals. We have $4 here, we got $5, and $6 there. This is where we got $7. We have $10 here, we have $15 here, we have $20 here, 20 more over here. This is where we got $24, we have $30 here. Maybe even so, $100 per XRP by the cycle. Where will it go next? The developer in question, on the other hand, worked on the very popular coin Cardano. Cardano could 100x to 1000x. Look at that. That's really evil. I told you that coins can do this, and Cardano is one of the best coins out there. How much is Cardano worth on the e-market? Guys, I know it's up there. Okay, because I used to have Cardano a long time ago, but I sold it. I don't know why, I can't remember. He thinks rank 10 coin is real, but I don't have any of that right now. Cardano has a market cap of $27 billion, which is 1,000 times what a real creator and likely an insider is telling you. The market cap doesn't even matter. I was right when I told you, and look at this case, which is very interesting because we basically said the same thing at the beginning, a much better investment than Bitcoin. The reason for this is that Bitcoin wouldn't even go that high, maybe 1,000,000 to 1. From here, that's a 10x. How about XRP? It looks like we can use the same idea. Idea to the XRP, guys, pay attention for a second. You still think ADA will do better than BTC in the long run because Bitcoin can only go so far, maybe to 1,000,000? Okay, it's a 10x. ADA can say 100 times or 1,000 times, or this is like, guys, we're not second-class citizens. Because Bitcoin DeFi exists, Cardano can do a lot more. It's likely to become the return layer of Bitcoin. It sounds good. Do you not get it, right? He pretty much said, Kurt, yes, I am using, let's look at Cardano as an example. By the way, I don't even have any money invested in Cardano anymore. This happened a long time ago. I don't care as much about Cardano now. All I have to say about this example is that Ada, the head developer and coder of Cardano, just recently said that Cardano could 1000x, guys. What do you think? Go argue with Charles Hoskinson about this, right? Because I know many people who would say that's just crazy. That's not true. It's not. 2, David Schwartz said the same thing about XRP. He used XRP being worth $1 million to show what he meant. Why? If the price is low, there isn't enough liquidity, right? There are 1 billion XRP worth $1 that a bank would need to move that much money. That is, it would be 1000x less if it were at $1,000 XRP. All right, to move $1 billion, do you not get it now? Yes, that's pretty easy. Some people now say, hey, if we want XRP to reach $100,000, we should burn the XRP that Ripple owns. That is possible too, a lot like the trust. Not at all, we need the trust. Do you guys get it? Okay, so folks don't know what XRP is. People don't seem to do their homework. I know those guys from 5 years ago. But let me explain what XRP really is, because the people who made these coins are telling us. Did XRP's goal really mean it had to go up in price? The code was set up that way, and if you look at it, it also has drops. Why does XRP drop like Satoshis? Take a look at Bitcoin to see what I mean. Okay, plus it causes prices to fall. 1. Arthur Burdell, co-founder of Ripple, thinks that XRP is meant to cost $10,000. Burdell stresses how important it is to be able to scale up to meet the needs of the world's 7.5 billion people. Now you understand why the trust shouldn't be burned. It needs to be able to hold 7.5 billion people. Because of this, they made a lot of XRP available. The most XRP that can be made is 100 billion. Okay, 100 billion because of this, which is why XRP's potential at 10K shows how big its goals and market hopes are. Okay, that's the point, guys. There needs to be a lot of XRP because it will be moved around a lot. Okay, it's going to change hands a lot. Why? People see XRP as a trustworthy way to get money and a limited digital object that can be used in the real world and for financial settlement. And now the CEO of a well-known German blockchain venture capital company says XRP could become the world's reserve bridge currency. That's the reason the trust shouldn't be burned. Wait, he just said that putting CBDC into place is the only way to stop this coming collapse. Who was the first person to talk about the end of this banking system after years of silence? Yes, even the Riddlers agreed with this because they talked about a new way to handle money. Okay, coming up soon, they will use XRP as an option during that switch, which will happen during that downtime. It will only take place when there is silence. Yes, that's the world reserve bridge currency, guys. That's why XRP will work with XRP. Okay, I want to make it clear that XRP will work with all banks in the world. XRP might end up being a backup currency. The way you think a reserve currency is like the dollar doesn't work. This is how it works. You would think that all banks would need money, right? That currency will be XRP or the digital asset. However, it won't be a reserve currency like you might think. It will instead be owned by banks, which is what moves money around. XRP is basically a reserve currency because it's the main currency used to move assets and value around. The ACS dollar and XRP are likely to be the two backup currencies. One is for traditional banking and the other is for digital. It's like two different worlds coming together. And now comes Repo CEO Brad Garlinghouse, who sets off the signs. We're not working with Swift, we're taking their place. It was clear, but no one paid attention. The mistake rate for Swift is said to be 6%, which always amazes me. What if 6 out of every 100 Google searches didn't bring up anything? I don't think I've ever moved money across countries. Wait, Swift has a 6% mistake rate. Does that mean that 6% of the time their payments don't go through? 6% of payments don't go through? What? No, that's crazy. I thought it would work 100% of the time. Wow. What do you guys think this is about? Yes, there should be something you can trust. What is it? It's XRP. It always works. That is a crazy claim. A CFO from a Fortune 50 company is an observer on our board of directors. He said that in their experience, they do a lot of business across borders. He told us that they make 11% of the time. Again, this doesn't mean that these can't be fixed. The fact that people have to get involved, which slows things down and has costs attached to it. The most important thing is the trapped cash that comes with the cross-border correspondent banking network. Major consulting companies and other players have told us that there is $10 trillion stuck in accounts around the world that make the current correspondent banking infrastructure possible. As much as we can make that work better, we can also make the economies of many payment companies and banks very different, which will make global trade work better overall. Putting more money to work on the bank's main goal, not to pre-fund, and the factors that go along with that, guys. The old method that we're still using to run our government is out of date. It's slow and doesn't work well. Okay, it's expensive, it's not stable, and it's all linked to bad results. We could set up a new system called XRP. Because of all the volume and cash, guys, it has to be overnight. Because we were the test subjects, they put XRP to the test. Now they're going to show what XRP is really worth. People will want XRP in huge amounts because we're fixing a problem worth trillions of dollars, right?